Hi, and welcome to the Green Room. In our case, this is a real green room. I'm Megan, and today we're talking with Sean Holliday. He plays the character of Jamis in The Dreamer. So, here we are in episode 3. Can you tell us what's going on there?
Well, episode 3, you finally get to meet the Dreamer. So, of course, most of the time in a film or a television series or whatever, you're going to meet the title character right away. If it's the Dreamer, you're going to see him dreaming, you're going to see his dreams, you're going to kind of have an idea of where he's coming from, his background, some of the tragic events that have occurred in his life, which have definitely happened in Robert's life. But now, for the first time, you're getting to meet him, and slowly you'll see how we're all tied together. Also, in this episode, my character gets to go from living in the penthouse to living in the dump house.
Not fun.
No, not at all. It's a bit of a change, which he is not too happy about. So I get this research done on this profile, and have a little difficulty getting it accepted. And once it is, I'm pretty proud of that fact. I'm pretty happy with that. As it turns out, I am the one that's assigned to that case, and I guess they decide that I need to live in a different locale. So I show up at my place, keys don't fit the door, and I've got a new place to live, and one that's not too appealing, to say the least.
So, do you take are you taking a very personal level to this character? How are you developing Jamis?
Well, it's kind of difficult on a personal level for a couple of reasons. One is Jamis has very little interaction with anybody except for the organization for which he works, and those people are not friendly.
Yeah.
That's putting it mildly.
They seem a little cold.
Yeah, they're rude. They're very anal about the time.
Yeah.
They want everything precise. They want everything exactly a certain way. And then if you kind of go off, color out of the lines, so to speak, they're not real happy about it. So that's mostly who he deals with. You don't see, a kid or a wife or a friend even, and so it's difficult to make Jamis a likable character, and the audience needs to identify with him. Mm-hmm. They need to be able to find some reason to like him, and when you're wearing black and working for a sinister organization and don't have any friends or family, that's a challenge.
That's a challenge. There are a lot of scenes that we've seen so far where you have no dialogue at all. You're just pretty much acting out the story. Is that difficult for you as an actor, or how are you portraying this?
Well, it is difficult because, generally speaking, you have reactions, facial reactions, body reactions, gestures, that kind of thing that accompany your words or someone else's words. And when it's just all MOS, no dialogue at all, I'm kind of out there bare, and a lot of it's tight close-ups, and so the best that I can do is try to really kind of focus on what's going on and try to let that come out in my facial expressions, even though it may just be subtle responses or that kind of thing, just so that the audience can see the character within me. Mm-hmm. And try to bring that out. Do
you find that difficult?
It is difficult. I'm used to acting in the theater, and being big on stage
yeah.
and boisterous and that kind of thing. So it is difficult. I have to rein myself in a little bit, but I feel like that I have the ability to do it, and that if I'm really focused on what it is the character is thinking or going through at the time, right, that it's relatively easy to do. It comes out pretty easy.
Well, we want to thank you so much, Sean, for coming and talking with me today. And we look forward to seeing how your character progresses during this and what people will come up with for dialogue for you. So we'd like to thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next week.